Have you ever pondered the profound power in silence, calmness, and kindness? Once upon a time, in a quaint town nestled between mountains, lived a humble man named Eli. Eli was a man of few words, always calm and radiated kindness. His demeanor was often misunderstood by the townsfolk. They mistook his silence for ignorance, his calmness for acceptance, and his kindness for weakness. One day, a group of troublemakers came to town. They were loud, disruptive, and disrespectful. The townsfolk, feeling helpless, looked to Eli. They said, "Eli, you're silent, you're ignorant of the problem." Eli smiled and said nothing. The troublemakers continued their mischief, and the townsfolk said, "Eli, you're calm, you're accepting their behavior." Eli merely nodded and carried on with his work. As the troublemakers grew more audacious, the townsfolk cried, "Eli, you're kind, you're too weak to stand up to them." Eli simply turned and offered them a gentle smile. The next day, the townsfolk woke to an eerily quiet morning. The troublemakers were nowhere to be found. They discovered that Eli, in his silence, had observed the troublemakers' patterns and identified their hideout. In his calmness, he had devised a strategy to outwit them. And in his kindness, he had rallied other townsfolk who were initially fearful to stand up to the troublemakers. Eli's silence was not ignorance. It was observation and patience. His calmness was not acceptance. It was strategic planning and patience. His kindness was not weakness. It was strength and unity. The townsfolk had confused Eli's silence with ignorance, his calm with acceptance, and his kindness with weakness. But they were surprised by his actions. A quiet exterior can hide a mind that observes and strategizes. Calmness can be a sign of patience and planning, rather than acceptance. Kindness can be a source of strength, rallying others to a cause, rather than a sign of weakness. In conclusion, silence, calmness, and kindness are potent tools, not signs of ignorance, acceptance, or weakness. They can be vehicles for observation, strategic planning, and strength. Never underestimate the power residing in silence, calmness, and kindness. They can surprise you with their potential, just like they did with Eli and his townsfolk. So remember, don't confuse silence with ignorance, calm with acceptance, or kindness with weakness. They might just surprise you.